breakfast. It's our last show
Our last ever show. Our last ever show, ladies and gentlemen.
This is it!
You know what? Thank you very much, everyone, for coming down here. There's people come down from Glasgow this morning. Where are the Glasgow lads? Morning. There's some chatter. The Cheesemans of Peckham are here, ladies and gentlemen.
Do we have
Morning,
any ladies
Bethany.
from
Nice to have you down here. Denise, you know what? It's time, I think, for Elvis Costello. Now, hopefully, the Cheesemans. That is Gareth Cheeseman. Come through. Okay, do you know, I told you how to clap. Start the clap, please.
Start the clap!
Yes. Just say.
I've been on tenterhooks, sitting in dirty looks, listen to the music, thinking about this and that. She said, that's not I don't want to chitter chat. Turn it down a little bit, turn it down flat. Pump it up till you can't feel it. Pump it up when you don't really need it. I'm in the presence and I help and I heaven said, listen to the propaganda, listen to the latest standard. There's nothing under him that she wouldn't understand. Pump it up till you can't feel it when you don't really need it. She has been a bad girl, she's like a chemical. Don't you try to stop it, she's like a narcotic. You wanna talk to her, you wanna talk to her. All the things you bother her, putting up your temperature. Pump it up till you can feel it when you don't really need it. Down in the fashion show, out in her bargain bin, you put your passion out under the pressure pin. Fall into submission, hit and run transmission. No use wishing out for any other sin. Pump it up till you can feel it when you don't really need it. Don't really need it. Don't really need it. Don't really need it.
Costello, ladies and gentlemen. Elvis Costello, ladies and gentlemen. Always an honour to have you down here. Elvis Costello, do you know what? Here is Jasmine Lowson with the big breakfast news, I think.
Good morning. These are the main stories on Friday, the 12th of January. Scotland braces itself for more target practice. The Secret Service recruits a president, and Lennox gets his big prize. Scotland's about to be used again as a testing ground for a radioactive weapon. The government's refusing to cancel another 9 months of testing of depleted uranium. The stuff's dominated the news this week after it emerged that it probably caused cancers which have killed countless troops who served in the Gulf and the Balkans. The ammunition will again be fired into the Solway Firth off southwest Scotland. There are high hopes that the cost of music and computer games will be slashed. Now, a mega merger between Time Warner and AOL has got the go-ahead, creating America's biggest media giant. It incorporates TV, music, movies and the net. The deal's worth $106 billion. There's little word from the palace about Princess Margaret's health, except that doctors at King Edward VII Hospital continue to keep a close watch on her. Margaret's daughter, Lady Sarah Chatto, is the latest royal to visit her in hospital. Bill Clinton's making a career move into the movies. He'll play a cameo role in a scene in the next Bond film where the secret agent attends a reception at the White House. He'll play, guess what, the president, and it's yet another ambition fulfilled.
Ever since I was a little boy, I wanted to be a real actor.
Here's the sport. The big fight is finally on. It's been confirmed in the States that British heavyweight hero Lennox Lewis will face Mike Tyson in the ring. The Vegas cracker, scheduled for March, should earn Lewis around £20 million. Sweden's back on the menu this morning with the new England boss taking up residency. Sven has plans for a lunchtime news conference amid widespread hype in the press about the likelihood of a radical shake-up in his first national squad. That's the Big Breakfast News. Simon's at the house with the weather.
Good night, Wisconsin! Thank you very much, Jasmine Lowson. Well, what are we in for today? Rather a cold one, I'm afraid, with a biting northeasterly wind cutting through most of the country. This morning, though, rather dry for most of us. A little bit of sun sneaking out from a few clouds here and there. Still, that won't stop a bit of rain creeping into Cornwall, I'm afraid. This afternoon's pretty much the same picture. Cloudy, bit of sun and a chilly wind. That's all from me. Now it's back to Johnny and Denise for the papers.
Do you know what? I think it's time for the crowd to go. Should we go out there and get
Yeah,
them
let's
to
go and do
read
it.
all
Hang
that?
on, let me get my
It's a nice
microphone.
moment. Let's see if they can do it.
1 sec.
Are you ready? In here as well?
Yep.
OK, are you ready? It's time for you to chant. Read all about it!
Read all about it!
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much, that splinter group there. I appreciate that. We'll be out again for the get in there, all right?
We'll see you soon.
Right, we can do it in here as well. I don't know if you joined in as we're going to...
Read all about it! Read all about it!
Let's take a look at the headlines, which I'm going to crack through. I've just been ordered to by Ed, our glorious leader. I tell you what, it's been like the last days of the Reich for Ed recently. Here he is. I think he's down to like a team of 3 around him, all calling him still the beloved Führer. The show is perfect, mein Führer. We're down to just one room in here. There was a couple of days ago in the house, they had the new team doing the new breakfast. We're in the house, and certain bits were off limits to us. It was like the Russians arriving in Berlin in 45. You are still our glorious leader. None but you will we serve. Anyway,
Let's have a look at the headlines.
let's have a look at the headlines. I got a bit carried away there, didn't I?
Yeah, just a bit.
On the German tip, you know what I say? Right. Olympic men's jet disease. 3 British Olympic coaches suffered potentially fatal blood clots.
Blood clot.
You that why? When they flew to Australia for the 2000 Games, Pundaras. Let's go to the Mirror. She's horrid.
Who?
She's horrid. It's a 5-year-old
horrid?
girl.
Who's horrid?
Got a national paper there. It's nice at the age of 5 to be able to pick up a national newspaper and know you're horrid.
Oh, that's her verdict on Princess Anne. Is
Yeah,
that
no, what it is a 5-year-old girl selected to give Princess Anne a posy of flowers, throws a wobble and says, I don't want to give it to her, she's horrible. Oh, it's Princess Anne that's horrible. It's all right, the 5-year-old girl's fine. I don't know, I quite admire her for that. I always felt sorry for those kids who kind of get pushed forward to give the Queen. I don't like the Queen.
You
Anyway,
love that pushy mum.
Oh, I love that. Let's move through to the last paper. This is the Star. Thank you very much, Lionel and Roger. And now John McCririck is holding the Star.
Scumbag journalism, this is.
Is it?
Oh, it's horrible.
Easy.
Nothing to do with
Easy,
any
John.
of us. Cover the name up. It's disgusting. Sleaze journalism, this.
Snooker champ dumped me for
So
Heidi
what?
High
So what? He's an unmarried young man. Leave him out. Disgusting.
I'll hold it then.
Disgusting. No, don't show it up, Denise. Don't show it up. Don't laugh. Don't show it up. What about your sex life? If that was revealed.
They all know about that one.
It's all right, John. Plenty of open secrets there. She tells us every morning.
No, but it's horrible.
You must start watching the show.
It's her stool patterns I find more exciting. Really is. Over the last 3.5 years, it's all really Denise has kept me up with. Still haven't gone 2 days now. But anyway, snooker champ dumped me for Heidi High Maid. John McCririck loathes this, so it's going away. Just to keep a guest happy. But anyway, the world champion Mark Williams has set up a love nest with Sue Pollard.
So what?
With Sue Pollard? That is a story now.
Get it back.
Is it Sue
Let's have a
Pollard?
look.
No,
Yeah.
it's not Sue Pollard.
It is Sue Pollard.
Be a yellow coot. Right, do you know what? Isaac, oh, what am I doing? I'll go outside and get
Go
them to do it, because
outside.
they're quite good. Ladies and gentlemen, you as well, it's time to... Let's get in there, OK. So who said son? It's a long time since we've had someone go, get in there. Son. Go on, son. Go on, son. I'll do Wales. OK, lovely story in the Star this morning. Bit of Windy Pops, I think I've covered it up. Hang on a second. On to Denise, just let her do a little dance. Hang on. Thanks,
All right.
Denise. Look, I've cleared the blockage. OK.
So fine.
Psychic. Paula. Great chemistry, great chemistry, great chemistry. OK, here we go. Sidekick Paula Hosford unsuccessfully sued a DIY store in Austin, Texas, claiming she lost her powers after a plank of wood fell on her head. but brilliantly, the store said she should have seen it coming. Do you know what? I've got to thank the Times today. You know how obsessed I am with the Russians and their drinking habits. But this really is everything I've ever dreamt Russia is about.
Perfect for your last day.
It's perfect. Russia's health ministry has launched a campaign to have beer recognised as an alcoholic drink. The Russians. By a quirk of cultural history, beer in Russia does not count as alcohol. Classified in Soviet times as non-alcoholic because local brands were so innocuous compared with the vodka. It can still be bought and drunk by children, and it is. I'd love to have a short of whiskey there, but I'm a nominated driver tonight. You better make that just 9 pints of beer. It says here, many Russian vodka drinkers continue to see beer through the distorted lens offered by Yuri Luskov, Moscow's mayor, who authorised the building of a large Turkish brewery on the city's outskirts. Beer, he said, was an ideal cure for recovering alcoholics. We upped your husband's dosage. I'm glad to see he's responding very well. What have we got here? Buried in his work. As his workers went home, not noticing a colleague had been dead at his desk all week. Don't you check? Are you all right in sound? You're all right, lads? Because I go past, they're always in the same position. Like that. Always looking like they're about to do something. Yeah, well, they'll be doing that now. In fact, I'm surprised they've made a sarcastic little sound effect. Oh, they have now. There we go. OK. Publisher George Turkelbaum worked such long hours that nobody thought it unusual for him to be in one position all the time. George was finally moved after a cleaner came in on Saturday morning and wondered why he was still in the New York office. How about that? Last section of not too mad, I'm afraid, in the Mail. I hope they respond to my last day today by the traditional madness that adorns their letters page. But this is a last bit of insanity from Eurogenius. Car manufacturers should develop a computer program that could sense whether the driver had been drinking. If so, the ignition could be blocked and the car could not be driven by that person. Such a device would save thousands of lives. You could just have a moving ignition. Just so the actual key slot goes like that and he's got to get it in. Or you've got to get your key ring actually round one of those things like that before it actually gets to the slot at the end. There is a bit of genius in that. If it touches, the car won't start. Very simple. Frog's barometer of eco-disaster. Frogs, toads and the newts yesterday emerged as proof of the accelerating decline of the world's ecosystems. They were a barometer of the state of the environment. It'd be nice to have a frog or a toad just nailed to your wall, just by the door. Give him a little tap in the morning as you go out, find out. This is a mirror man who strips off with a crusader who won the right to roam naked. The reporter in the Mirror has gone naked with this chap all day, and they've even enjoyed a game of pool together. Oh. I've got to tell you, a while ago, I may have told you that I went with the chap I write with, Eddie, and we went off to a sauna and massage place in Amsterdam.
Did you?
Well, just outside. No. Look at her face. She's loving this. Oh, yes. Oh, you can tell by your face she feels genuinely aroused, yeah? Look at this. She's loving this. She's really loving. She 5 blokes. Do you know what?
When was this?
No, what happened was, I went to Amsterdam, and afterwards, we'd had a fair old boozy weekend. We thought we'd cleanse on the way home. Near the airport, it's actually near the airport, there's a sauna and steam place. But we didn't realise that everyone in there, it's all sexes, obviously, in there, because they don't have like the bar we have in Britain. And we went in just completely naked. You know, that's it. They take it away. You walk around naked around the fields and everything. It was actually like a little naturist place. And on the way out,
you and Ed?
Yeah, me and Ed. That's when I found out a big secret about him, which I won't mention on that.
Oh, I'm glad you said a big secret.
Well, no, actually, no, but it's not what you're thinking.
Oh.
But anyway, and afterwards we had to go through this bit. They have a pub as part of it, and you go in and it's just a normal pub where everyone's naked.
You did this?
Yeah, we were just there, and I was just having. It's just really funny being naked, having a drink with them.
Are you laughing?
Just leaning on a bar. But the point about it is, the reason I mentioned this is that naked pool is about the most obscene thing you can see. There were fellas. I'm looking. There was like huge, big, fat Dutch blokes. And they were looking for like a corn pocket like that. Checking the angles. Yeah. There's even one guy. He's gone like that, right down the table. Like that. And I swear, his tackle went down the middle pocket. It's just a really handy thing. It was amazing. Unfortunately, I had to leave then because there was a couple of ladies having a bit of a laugh together by the bar. I'll tell you what. And lastly, curb crawlers going to. Actually, I'm not going to do that. It's about curb crawling. That's a grubby subject. Instead, I'm going to do the pun of the week. ladies and gentlemen. From today's Sun, David Beckham lands a £1 million deal to promote sunglasses. He's a very good-looking bloke because he's got a cracking-looking wife as well. OK, all right, sorry. Came over me then. I mean, actually, they're an attractive couple, aren't they? Basically, they walk in a room, everyone feels sexy. Well, yeah. If they walk in a room, everyone's like, ooh, look at that couple. The pun says, Dawson Specs.
It's good.
Well, it's all right, isn't it? Let's not write over that.
What's number 2?
From yesterday's Sun, a man finds a fried snake in a packet of crisps. I once found a Jack Russell's head in a bag of crisps. I did. And actually, it wasn't bad. Pun says, snack adder. I'm glad it's as lame as it's always been. Yeah! Says the old jazzer Harry. OK, this is from when this
Please be upstanding.
Please be upstanding. It's the very final pun of the week. We can't really move to the area.
We'll just stay here.
We'll go to this area.
Here's
here.
good.
I know Ali McCoy's turned nasty on us. That's his.
Where is she, the Cockney?
Where is she? Where's
She's
Cockney
coming
been?
through the crowds.
Is she? Oh.
All the way from the Roman Road.
All the way
She's
from the
this
Roman Road. It's
morning.
been a long walk for her this morning. Sorry.
In her little white socks. Oh, look at her T-shirt. That was great.
Okay, join me in the timeless chorus of 2 old chairs and a bang of a bang. La 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 la. Oh, she loves me. Oi.
Johnny, look at the T-shirt.
Oh, that's
Show
lovely.
camera. I made it.
You've done that yourself.
Vicky made that. I made it.
What are the oh, no.
John Virgo.
John Virgo.
I love big face.
These are mistakes, From Wednesday Star, a former rowing champ. Can I just say, actually, before we do the pun of the week, can I thank every single national paper for supplying us with such good material every morning?
Absolutely.
You've all loved and loathed us at times, but mostly I've enjoyed you. You're like my friends. I look through the papers, I don't see papers, I see friends.
Johnny, now you're getting too licky.
Sometimes they seem to talk to me when I'm alone in that room.
No, that's
Yes.
Mystic Meg.
A little thing.
Oh.
Oh, it's from the
Daily
Star.
Thank you very much. Is that Joe's delivered it? Thanks, Joe. Give us a What is it, Sonny? Sorry, I've just... Well, don't swear on air. You put a downer on the whole day as it is.
Come on, let's crack on. We've got loads to get into this.
Sorry, I just can't help getting it sound. I'm so sorry. OK, anyway, from Wednesday's Star, but thank you to all the papers. Former rowing champion schoolmaster has a sex change. A former rowing champion schoolmaster has a sex change. It's a great pun. It's a towering pun. It contains innuendo and punnage. The pun says, coxless! There we go, the very final pun down on the Big Breakfast Show. We're going to take a break now. Still got loads to come this morning, including a big live gagging for it out there.
500 people.
And loads of other little things. Ian Reid, Caroline. Barry Shaw and 20 years in the Mets.
We'll see you soon,
Don't go away. Back in a couple of seconds. Right, Dave?